They said Dwight was in a text messaging a guy.
Dwight Howard has openly admitted to engaging in a sexual encounter with a man he connected with on Instagram, bringing to light the complexities and nuances of personal relationships in the digital age. The admission came amidst a swirl of allegations and legal proceedings, with the other party, Stephen Harper, accusing Howard of non-consensual activities and a breach of trust. Howard's acknowledgement of the encounter is a rare instance in the world of professional sports, which has historically been a space where discussions around sexuality, particularly non-heteronormative experiences, have been stigmatized and kept out of the public eye. In admitting to the hookup, Howard has navigated the delicate balance of maintaining his personal privacy while also addressing the serious allegations brought against him. He has been firm in his stance that all activities were consensual, emphasizing the mutual interest and explicit content exchanged between both parties prior to the encounter. This open admission and the sharing of text message exchanges are part of Howard's broader strategy to clear his name and provide his side of the story. While the situation has undoubtedly placed him under intense public scrutiny, Howard's willingness to address the matter head-on reflects a shift in societal attitudes towards sexuality and consent, highlighting the importance of open dialogue and transparency in resolving such complex and sensitive issues. As we transition into the warmer months of summer, Dwight Howard finds himself at the center of a scandalous situation. He is accused of partaking in a threesome with a man he connected with on Instagram. The man claims that he was there solely to meet Dwight, and the unexpected presence of another man, referred to as Kitty, was not part of the original plan. Stephen, the man filing the lawsuit against Dwight Howard, alleges that he was subjected to assault, battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and false imprisonment. Dwight, on the other hand, acknowledges the threesome, but maintains that everything that transpired was consensual. This is not the first time Dwight Howard has found himself embroiled in a scandal of this magnitude. In 2018, Mason Elige, a transgender woman, claimed that she and Dwight had dated and engaged in sexual activities. Following these allegations, Dwight vehemently denied knowing Mason and also denied being gay. This situation was perplexing to me, as I couldn't fathom why someone I had never met or had any interaction with would fabricate such a story about me. This incident was a stark reminder that one should always be true to oneself. Fast forward to 2021, Dwight was contacted by Stephen Harper via Instagram. Stephen shared videos and pictures with Dwight, piquing his interest. This led to Dwight inviting Stephen over, resulting in a threesome. However, Stephen claims that the encounter was not consensual. Let's examine the court documents to uncover the details of what transpired. Please ensure that children are not present, as the content we are about to discuss is explicit and viewer discretion is advised. On May 29, 2021, Stefan, using a secondary Instagram account, sent his phone number to Dwight via a direct message. Dwight responded with a text message containing a devil emoji. This initiated a series of text exchanges between the two, during which explicit content was shared. They expressed a mutual interest in meeting up in Atlanta during the summer, while Dwight was on a break from basketball. Their text exchanges continued from May to July 2021, with several messages containing sexually explicit content. On July 19, 2021, Dwight reached out to Stephen, expressing his desire to meet and inviting him over. He informed Stephen that he needed to leave before everyone woke up. Stephen agreed and took an Uber to Dwight's residence. Upon arrival, Dwight asked Stephen if he was interested in having a threesome, suggesting either a man or a woman as the third participant. Stephen did not express a clear preference, and Dwight proceeded to invite another man, Kitty, to join them. Stephen was taken aback by Kitty's arrival, as he was not expecting a third person. He expressed his discomfort to Dwight and suggested leaving. However, Dwight assured him that he did not have to participate in the threesome and convinced him to stay. What followed was a series of explicit and non-consensual acts, as detailed in the court documents. Stephen felt violated, humiliated, and trapped. He eventually managed to leave Dwight's residence, feeling a mix of relief and shock. Dwight is now facing serious allegations, including assault, battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and false imprisonment. Stephen is seeking punitive damages, as well as compensation for litigation and attorney fees. He has also requested a jury trial. It is important to note that Stephen's attorney, Olga Ismailova, previously represented Mason Elige in a case against Dwight Howard. This adds an interesting layer to the current situation. As we analyze the text messages exchanged between Dwight and Stephen, it becomes evident that the situation is complex, with both parties presenting differing accounts of what transpired. Dwight admits to the threesome but insists that everything was consensual. Upon delving into the text messages exchanged between Dwight Howard and Stephen Harper, it is clear that the situation is intricate and multifaceted, with both individuals providing contrasting narratives of the events that unfolded. Dwight openly acknowledges the occurrence of the threesome, steadfastly maintaining that all activities were consensual and mutually agreed upon by all parties involved. The text messages reveal a casual and flirtatious interaction, with both Dwight and Stefan engaging in explicit conversations and sharing intimate content. Dwight's messages display a clear interest in engaging in sexual activities, as he inquires about Stefan's preferences and desires, even suggesting the possibility of a threesome. Stefan, on his part, responds positively, reciprocating the explicit content and participating in the conversation, which could be interpreted as a sign of consent and willingness to partake in the activities discussed. However, the complexity of the situation arises from the differing accounts of what transpired during the actual encounter. While Dwight remains firm in his stance that everything that occurred was consensual, Stefan's legal filings paint a starkly different picture, describing a scenario where he felt coerced and violated. The text messages, while explicit and indicative of a mutual interest in sexual activities, do not provide a definitive answer as to what exactly happened during their encounter, leaving room for interpretation and speculation. Online forums and social media platforms are buzzing with discussions and speculations about Dwight Howard's controversial situation. Many users are expressing their disbelief and shock, questioning the credibility of the allegations made by Stefan Harper. Some are drawing parallels between this case and the previous allegations made by Masan Elige in 2018, noting the involvement of the same attorney, Olga Ismailova, in both cases. Skeptics are raising doubts about the intentions behind these accusations, suggesting that this could be a coordinated attempt to tarnish Dwight's reputation or extort money from him. They point out inconsistencies in the narratives and emphasize Dwight's acknowledgement of the threesome, arguing that his transparency indicates honesty and consensual involvement from all parties. On the other hand, there is a significant portion of the online community expressing support for Stefan Harper, commending him for coming forward with his story. They argue that the explicit nature of the encounter, as detailed in the court documents, paints a vivid picture of non-consensual actions, and they are calling for a thorough investigation into the matter. These supporters highlight the importance of believing victims and ensuring that justice is served, regardless of the accused individual's celebrity status. Amidst the heated debates and discussions, there are calls for withholding judgment until all facts are presented in court, emphasizing the need for a fair and unbiased legal process to determine the truth behind these serious allegations. In recent years, there have been several high-profile cases similar to the situation involving Dwight Howard and Stefan Harper, where allegations of non-consensual encounters have been brought forward against celebrities and public figures. One notable example is the case involving actor and comedian Aziz Ansari, who faced accusations of sexual misconduct in 2018. An anonymous woman shared her experience of a date with Ansari, describing feeling pressured into such activities despite her verbal and nonverbal cues indicating discomfort. The case sparked widespread debate about the nuances of consent and the importance of clear communication in intimate encounters. Comparatively, in Dwight Howard's situation, the explicit text messages exchanged prior to the encounter could be seen as an indication of mutual interest in such activities, though, like in Ansari's case, the actual events of the night are disputed, highlighting the complexities of consent and the need for clear and ongoing communication. Another case that drew significant public attention was the allegations against comedian and actor Chris D'Elia, who was accused of sexual misconduct and grooming underage girls in 2020. Several women came forward with screenshots of messages and emails, accusing D'Elia of pursuing them when they were younger. D'Elia initially denied the allegations, but later acknowledged that he had engaged in inappropriate behavior and sought treatment. This situation bears similarities to Dwight Howard's case in terms of the role of text messages and online communication in the allegations. However, while D'Elia faced accusations from multiple individuals, the case against Howard involves a single accuser, Stefan Harper. Both situations underscore the potential for power imbalances in celebrity-fan interactions and the importance of accountability, regardless of an individual's public status.